Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to try a Douyin makeup in order to celebrate the Chinese New Year that is upon us, the year of the fire horse. So I wanted to try a Douyin makeup, which is a Chinese trend. I've always wanted to try that out, so let's try it out today. So I found some inspiration on Pinterest, where I'm gonna show right here. So we're gonna try to recreate that. Chinese makeup or Asian makeup in general is all about glowy skin, having a healthy looking skin. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my favorite primer of all time. So as shown on the picture right here, I'm gonna start with concealer. I'm gonna apply it where they apply it. And they also put it here. Now we're going to blend. I really wanted to do this trend because I wanted to see if I can transform my face. Because I think that's what is really interesting about makeup, is you can literally transform into anything you like. This looks very weird. So I think I put too much. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take my foundation brush and just kind of blend it. Now that concealer is blended, they apply powder only in specific places. So I'm gonna take a small powder brush instead of my powder puff to apply the powder where they would. So on the nose, the middle of the forehead, and here on the cheeks. Okay, then they apply contour. I don't have contour, but I have bronzer. So I'm gonna be using, as always, the same bronzer, the Too Faced Soleil. So I'm gonna apply the contour with a smaller brush, which is the contour brush, where they would. So first, they go here. Then for the nose, they go all the way to the brow, and then the forehead. And then for blush, they apply a lot, so they go in with cream blush. So I'm gonna take the Charlotte Tilbury. So they apply it here on the nose, here as well, here and here. I am very blushed. Okay, for the brows, there's no actual tutorials, but there's nothing much done. So I'm just gonna do them off camera. Okay, so I tried to make my brows as straight as possible. For now, I look very weird. Okay, so for the eyes, I have to go in with a peach eyeshadow. I'm gonna be using the Alyssa Edwards X Anastasia Beverly Hills because there's a peach, there's a brown, darker brown, white, everything I need for this look. So it's a very smooth look, so I'm just gonna go in with peach. So they said peach eyeshadow, basically all over the lid. Then she takes a darker brown and she just goes in the outer corner like this. But it's very light, like it's very smoked out. Okay, so now we have to go in with the liner. So I'm gonna take a brown pencil and I'm going to trace the liner that I'm supposed to have underneath my eyes and on top. For the top part, it's easy because you just trace. And so it's usually a bit smoked. So for the bottom portion, which is what I'm most scared of, first they do a line that goes from the center of the eye towards the outside. Then they take a bit of peach and they blend it in. Wow, this changes my eyes, it's crazy. It's crazy how one liner already changes the shape of my face. So what they do is they take the same thing and they just, you see the little crease that I have? I'm just gonna intensify that with this. This is crazy. It's very funny because Douyin makeup for the eyes, they increase the features that we like to hide in the Western world. Like, we don't want you to see that we have circles or wrinkles underneath the eyes, and they highlight that. Like, their makeup is focused on highlighting those features, which I think is very interesting. And this shows that beauty is really different. Okay, so now for highlighter and glitter. What they use is really sparkly. I don't have like a sparkly liner like they do in China. But I have the liquid eyeshadow Stila that I always use when I need more sparkles. What they do is they highlight underneath the eyes. So I took a small brush and I'm gonna highlight all this part. They also go in the inner corner. Then they go on the nose. They also put a few dots. Okay, so I feel like the peach is more intensified as well here, which I did not put enough. Okay, so now for liner and lashes. The liner is more defined at the end, so I'm just gonna take a brown liner and I'm going to try and do a very small wing. I'm not sure you can even see it, but it's fine. Then for lashes, which is very interesting, they add lashes to this part. So I'm going to try and recreate that with my liner. It looks very fake, but that's the point. So I'm gonna apply mascara not on the bottom lashes, but on the top lashes. What is funny is that my phone doesn't even recognize me with Face ID. That is very interesting. So I see that on most of them, they have eyelashes towards the outer corner more. So I cut up some lashes a few days ago. And I'm going to use the outer part of those lashes. So what I'm gonna do is I cut up the false lashes in 3. So the end, the middle, and the front. I'm going to be using the front in the middle of the eye to have a smoother look. And then for lashes, I think that's it. That's good enough. It's so weird how I can transform my face. So for lips, they usually apply some peach lipstick and then gloss. Okay, I don't really have a peach lipstick. I have this that is a bit red. So I'm gonna apply that. I'm gonna take a brush and I'm gonna blend it. I'm gonna really focus on the center and like have a round lip. And then they usually put, I think, some highlighter as well on the lips. Some of them do. Some of them apply some highlighter on the top of the lip. This looks really cool. I don't think I have enough blush on my nose. So I am going to apply more blush. I want more blush everywhere now. I think like at the beginning I thought I had too much blush and now I think I don't have enough. It's very funny. Some of them also apply gloss, so I'm going to. That's it, guys. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed me doing a Douyin makeup. I really wanted to try it for a while now. I'm not sure I did the best thing. I'm not sure everything I did was correct or right. I don't want to offend anyone. I just really wanted to try this makeup for myself and see if I can transform myself into something else.